Yo, what's up YouTube? What's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you guys for spending a little bit of your time with me today and checking this out. Today we're checking out Cheap Trick, okay, The Flame. Haven't heard of this song before, and this is the first time we're gonna have Cheap Trick on the channel, so thank you for the suggestion. Yep, I got that word out finally. So this was made quite a while ago, and it's taken me quite some time to get around to it, but excited to go ahead and spin this one today, and thank you for whoever tunes in to see. Once again, with the new artists on the channel, I don't have a good gauge for how many people are interested or not, so I just spin them. I take a chance. All right, so let's go ahead, take a listen. Appreciate it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, check out the description if you guys are enjoying the content, man. Let's go ahead and take a little bit of a spin with Cheap Trick, The Flame.
Another night slowly closes in, and I feel so lonely. Touching heat freezing on my skin, I pretend you still hold me. I'm going crazy, I'm losing sleep, I'm energy fire, been way too deep over you. I can't believe you're gone. You were the first, you'll be the last. Wherever you go, I'll be with you. Whatever you want, I'll give it to you. Whenever you need someone to lay your heart and head upon, remember after the fire, after all the rain, I will be the flame. I will be the flame.
It's a big love ballad.
Watching shadows move across the wall feels so frightening. I wanna run to you, I wanna call, but I've been hit by lightning. Just can't stand up for falling apart. Can't see through the spell across my heart over you. You'll always be the one. You were the first, you'll be the last. Wherever you go, I'll be with you. Whatever you want, I'll give it to you. Whenever you need someone to lay your heart and head upon, remember after the fire, after all the rain, I will be the flame.
All right, let's see if we get that emotional guitar solo.
I will be the
What the? It sounds like boring.
I'm going crazy, I'm losing sleep, I'm energy fire, I've been way too
All right, it wasn't fair to Cheap Trick, but they start playing this song, and I start, getting the love ballad. I don't know if this is a timer. I'm just gonna say what's on my mind, and we're gonna find out where I'm right and where I'm wrong. But they start playing this song, and we're about 3/4 in, and I call out for that solo, right? Because it feels like there was really like this defined structure that you do with love ballad songs, and kind of when you hear another rock love ballad song from the 80s, they feel very chained together like the other ones I've heard. Still, there's elements to love about them, but there's a lot of elements that draw you back to other love ballad songs from the 80s, and that's where I was just like, all right, cue in the guitar, so the emotional guitar solo, because at that point I'm like, that's all they're missing to really complete the structure of the song. And of course you get it. So unfair to them, of course they're gonna have a nice little solo in it, shorter than I would have liked, but still they hit you with that solo. But there's still elements of this song that I like, just like a lot of the love ballads of the 80s. Once again, taking a guess here. So if I'm find out it's from the 90s or the 70s, well, I was completely wrong, but I'm assuming it's 80s by the sound, the feel, the looks of everything. It feels 80s to me, as a lot of these videos do. I don't know if I could call that so easily without the videos. The videos help. So yeah, but there's definitely a familiar structure here. Cheap Trick with this one, with some of the love ballads I felt. But really, when you listen to a love ballad, how different can you make it? Would you say, guys, that maybe there's some love ballads I haven't heard of from the 80s that are strikingly different sounding than this? Or would you say they're all about in the same realm? The Flame, there was that note that I was really liking that he did as he bridges into there's like two styles of singing happening right here on the verse, and then as you transition into the chorus, I just like that transition mark he hits there with that soft the whoo note. I can't do it, don't look at me to sing, but I like the note. I like the feeling of the songs, but once again, it's almost kind of like these love ballads feel very similar to each other, is one of the things I'm noticing about them when I listen to them. But let's go ahead and take a little dive and learn a little bit more about Cheap Trick with The Flame and what he's got going on right here. So we've got The Flame from Cheap Trick, coming out in 1988, so we're reaching towards the end of the 90s, but I was still in that area. We call this soft rock and hair metal. Apparently there's a longer version with the album version, and maybe they cut off some of the solo. That would have been sad if they cut off the solo for the music video, but hey, we have seen solos get cut in half or be taken down notches as they made them ready for radio, or they made them ready for video, and that's cruel, man. I just got cruel from right here. That's cruel. So songwriters on this is Bob Mitchell and Nick Graham. Okay, it was a power ballad released in 1988 by the American rock band Cheap Trick, and the first single from their 10th album. Dang, 10 albums for Cheap Trick, man. Lap of Luxury. So they got 10 albums, and it took us this long to get around to Cheap Trick, and our first song we hear is from their 10th album. That is wild. Prior to being offered to Cheap Trick, The Flame was first offered to the British blues rock singer Elkie Brooks, who turned it down. The Flame was written by Nick Graham, a former member of the British rock band Atomic Rooster, and Bob Mitchell. We haven't heard Atomic Rooster before. It says, during the recording of Lap of Luxury album, Epic Records asked Cheap Trick to work with outside songwriters, a request which guitarist Rick Nielsen, the band's main songwriter, was apprehensive about. Of course, if you're the songwriter, you're taking that, I think, kind of like a shot at you. Wait, I need help, we need help with songwriting duties. I write all the music. What are you saying about me? What point are you trying to get across here? Cheap Trick's drummer Bun E. Carlos recalled that The Flame was offered to the band by vice president of Epic Records, along with Diane Warren's song Look Away. He told us he had these two songs and they're both going to be number one. He goes, we got one for you and one for the group Chicago, but you have first choice. He said, I think the one, The Flame, would be good for you guys. The other one was Look Away, and it sounded like some girl singing on the demo. We really didn't like that song anyway, so sure, we'll do The Flame. We're game. Reportedly, the band disliked the song at first. Rick Nielsen disliked the song so much on first hearing that he yanked it from the tape player and ground the cassette beneath his boot heel. In 2021, Nielsen emphasized that he did not dislike The Flame and thought there was probably more good than bad on it. I'm sure, like I said, I could understand having conflicting emotions, man. If you're the songwriter for the band and this is happening, you feel kind of like you're getting stabbed in the back a little bit. Clearly, with I think this had like 75 million views. They're talking about it was going to be a #1 hit. Let's see, the Flame reached #1 on the Billboard Hot 100. I'm just wondering, how do they know this? You know what I mean? These record producers are coming in here and saying, hey, this is going to be a #1. We're offering it to you guys. You don't want it, we'll give it to somebody else. It's going to be a #1, though. We think it'll look good with you guys. Sure enough, boom, #1. That's interesting, man. But maybe they just been in the game so long, they've written so many hits that they just knew when they had the right mix, right? Some of this is kind of like a science. I feel like if you've been in the game that long, and you're probably producing songwriting hits, you probably just know when you've got something gold, or you can assume as much so. So it sounds like maybe that's what happened here. Let's go ahead and check out Cheap Trick. Right here it says Cheap Trick. They're out of Rockford, Illinois. They're a power pop hard rock band. They started in 1973, and they're actually going to present day with Rick Nielsen. Boom, still in there. Bunny Carlos, though, the other name we read, not in there anymore. Let's see, for some of their songs out here, it looks like they've got Surrender, I Want You to Want Me. So some of these, I Want You to Want Me, and I feel like I Want You to Want Me. If that's the song I'm thinking about, I've heard that one before. So that's Cheap Trick right here. Sounds very different, so it's hard to know if that's actually the same band. But with the Flame here, it sounds nothing like the song I'm thinking about with I Want You to Want Me. So you guys go ahead and let me know on that one, man. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Thank you for the suggestion, whoever that was. Like I said, it was a long time ago. Just went back and pulled this one up. It had a lot of likes for other people wanting me to check it out. So appreciate you guys. Thank you all for tuning in today. Hopefully y'all enjoyed. Let me know more from Cheap Trick that you guys want featured on the channel. Don't forget to like, subscribe, check out the description. Consider becoming a member. YouTube, Patreon. Great way to support me, man. Thank you all so much, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.